first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing, Prescott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott from 4 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And spins away. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles, the backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game, and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And that'll be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 56 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First down, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. First and 10, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll throw again, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott yet again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second down, here's Wentz. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a carry for Blunt. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And this one's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Here's Wentz to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. They'll run again with Blunt. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Working from the gun. Wentz. Oh, I can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They gave it to him in search of his third touchdown, but he's denied. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Give to Elliott running left. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Prescott now on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Prescott from the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blount, a 20-yard touchdown.